Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for Living Local, your lifestyle show for all things Charleston and beyond. I'm Ashley Meservey. Joining us today, we have Dr. Haley Webster. She is the medical director and owner here at Sangaree Animal Hospital at Cane Bay. Thanks so much for having us today.
Thank you for coming.
All right, today we're talking about pandemic stuff, things that we need to be mindful of, not only for humans, but for our furry friends as well. But before we talk about all the safety precautions you're taking, let's just talk about what you offer here.
So at Sangaree Animal Hospital, we have two different locations. We have one on Main Street and then the Cane Bay location, which is where we are today. We offer small animal care, dogs and cats, general surgery, dentals, physical exams, things like that. Just your general medical care for small animals.
And this is such a booming area, I'm sure. I mean,
it's crazy.
It is crazy.
It is. It's very, very up and coming. We've got a lot of people moving into the Cane Bay and Nexton area. So we've constantly got people coming in and out.
Lots of parking too.
It is. Yes.
You can drop your animal off and have great food nearby.
Yep.
Things like that. So
go to the grocery store.
Exactly. All right, so what makes you different? You have a fantastic staff here.
I do.
You do.
I have an excellent staff. So yeah, I really think that the staff is what makes the experience, makes the clinic, even more so than the veterinarian themselves. Everybody always loves the nurses. So the girls here really just care. It's a big deal, taking care of your dog or cat. You really want to make sure that people feel and understand that you really do care about what's going on. You really do want the best for their pet and the best for them too, because they're a family member. So.
And it can be traumatic. I just unfortunately had to put an animal down, and it makes a big deal when you have people like that. Does it not?
It does.
It's like a support that that you need in that moment.
Absolutely.
Unlike anything else.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about safety precautions that you're taking in order for people to come in, get those yearly exams. I mean, you got to take care of those pets, right? What are you doing other than the mask and things like that?
So here at Sangaree Animal Hospital, I'm super excited to say we have 0 incidents of COVID-19 at either one of our locations, which is awesome. Other than the masks, what we do is staff has to have their temperature taken every morning before they come in. If they or anybody else in their family is experiencing any signs of COVID, of course they stay home. We don't want to spread anything. The big thing that we do though is the curbside service. And curbside service is where a client will come to the hospital, stay in the parking lot with their pet, and they'll give us a call and we'll speak with them over the phone. And then the technician will come out and get their pet, then bring them back into the facility to make sure that we try to limit person-to-person contact. And then the doctor speaks with them over the phone.
When it comes to the curbside pickup and things like that, it can be kind of scary to hand over your pet. I mean, anytime you come in with your pet, you don't want to find out bad news or anything like that. Kind of how do you ease their mind when it comes to that?
That is a big challenge. The whole purpose of curbside is to try and decrease human contact, which is a little stressful for people, completely understandable. The biggest thing is to try and explain to people that just because they're not in the building doesn't mean that anything has changed. Their pet is still getting as many hugs and kisses, and they're still getting their little dental treat when they leave the building. The pets are doing really, really well, and so we've started trying to put photos on Facebook and make our pets Facebook famous so that people can see that really nothing has changed back here. They're just sitting in the car this time, so it's going well.
And again, a shout out to the staff. They're so friendly when they're doing the temperature and things like that, and they do not have terrible smelling hand sanitizer. So I appreciate that. All right, anything else we have to know before we head out today?
No, I think that should be set. Big deal with the curbside is, like I said, just trying to limit human-to-human contact. Sometimes that can be a little difficult on our relationship, but I will say our clients have been amazing thus far with really going along with everything.
Yep. And it's always changing, right?
It is always a new normal, and the new normal changes every week.
Okay, Dr. Webster, before we head out today, let's just remind the folks at home, 2 locations, right?
Yes, 2 locations. One on North Main Street in Somerville, and then one at our Cane Bay location in the Publix Shopping Center.
Perfect. All right, thanks again for having us.
Thank you.
And for more information, you can head online to sangareeanimalhospital.com.